The question, which remains unanswered and a mystery still unsolved, persists as ever. Are we alone? It is not hard to imagine why alien life couldn't exist, but if it does, and they are as advanced as we think they are, then well, where are they? There have been hundreds of alien evidences since the history of humanity, but let's look at the top 5 well-recorded cases or claims made by credible people, based on events which took place not too long ago. Wacky 1. The WOW signal. On August 15, 1977, a strange anomalous radio signal was received by the Big Ear radio telescope in the United States of America. The signal appeared to have come from Sagittarius constellation and was suspected to come from the region around the star Tau Sagittarii. It was not until few days later that astronomer Jerry Ehman discovered the anomaly, and he was so impressed by it that he wrote the comment "Wow" on its side, which is how it got its name. The signal lasted for a full 72 seconds and bore the expected hallmarks of extraterrestrial origin. Although WOW signal is not a message contrary to popular belief, despite several attempts by Ehman and others, it has never been detected since. There are many theories as to how the signal might have originated from natural sources, but none could be proved. In 2012, on the 35th anniversary of the WOW signal, a response message from humanity was sent through the Arecibo Observatory in the direction from where the signal originated. The message contained 10,000 tweets with a repeating sequence header attached to each message, so that if there is any intelligent life form at the receiving end, they would know that the messages were intentional. To date, WOW signal is considered the best candidate for an alien radio transmission ever received. Wacky 2. Near collisions with airlines. You would be surprised by how many credible pilots from reputed airlines have claimed seeing a UFO fly by so close to them that they feared mid-air collision. On 13 July 2013, at around 6:35 p.m., an Airbus A320 was cruising at an altitude of 34,000 feet around 20 miles west of the Heathrow airport over the Berkshire countryside, when suddenly the captain of the flight spotted a silver-colored bright metallic cigar or rugby ball shaped object heading directly towards the jet out of the left-hand side of the cockpit window. He was under the apprehension that they were on a mid-air collision course with no time to react. His spontaneous reaction was to duck to his right and try to reach over to alert the first officer, but there was no time to react. The captain was now convinced of an impact to his jet, but the object passed just within a few feet above the jet. That is when the captain was relieved, and after he composed himself, he checked the aircraft's instruments and contacted the air traffic control to report the incident. However, neither the air traffic control nor the military radar detect any anomaly or any trace of the mysterious craft in the area during the time of this incident. Although a skeptic on UFO issues, Dr. Clark commented on this incident. This latest sighting is interesting because it is detailed and clear. These pilots don't file these reports for something and nothing. There was obviously something there. Wacky 3. Astronaut sightings. We have heard commercial airline pilots near miss encounter with the UFO, but if an astronaut claims existence of alien life forms, how can we dismiss that? Dr. Edgar Mitchell holds the record for the longest ever moonwalk at 9 hours and 17 minutes and was a lunar module pilot for Apollo 14. In a radio interview, he said that the sources at NASA who had contact with aliens described the beings as little people who look strange to us. Supposedly, real-life ETs were similar to the traditional image of a small frame, large eyes and head. He claimed our technology is not nearly as sophisticated as theirs, and had they been hostile, he warned, we would be gone by now. He said he was privileged to have been briefed about aliens and that he has been in the military and the intelligence circles who knows that beneath the surface of what is public knowledge. Yes, we have been visited. Now, many astronauts have reported seeing an unidentified flying object during their space missions, but later the stories have either been twisted or have been outright debunked by the space agencies. In a statement issued by NASA in response to Edgar Mitchell's claims, the spokesman said, NASA does not track UFOs. NASA is not involved in any sort of cover-up about alien life on this planet or anywhere in the universe. Dr. Mitchell is a great American, but we do not share his opinions on this issue. Wacky 4. Meteorites. Since 1997, Richard Bryce Hoover has published numerous papers in scientific conferences, peer-reviewed scientific journals, and book chapters describing controversial evidence and claims of the existence of microfossils of the extraterrestrial microorganisms in select meteorites. In 2005, he published a study describing microfossils found in the Murchison meteorites and Orguel meteorite. If you are wondering, a fanatic biologist is claiming in his vanity, picture this. Richard Bryce Hoover is a scientist who has authored 33 volumes and 250 papers on astrobiology, diatoms, solar physics, X-ray or EUV optics, and meteorites. He has 11 patents on his name and was the 1992 NASA Inventor of the Year. He was employed at the NASA Marshall Space Flight Center in 1966, and he established an astrobiology group in 1997. He was the head of the astrobiology research until 2011 when he officially retired. He is renowned for claiming to have discovered fossilized microorganisms in select meteorites 3 times, in 1997, 2007, and 2011. He certainly is one of the distinguished members of the scientific community to have put forth such claims, which could not be easily disregarded considering his experience, expertise, and credibility. Before the last wacky fact, to never miss many more wacky top 5s, subscribe to this channel, like and comment what you think about this video, and suggest any other top 5s you want. Wacky 5. Brazil's Roswell. Now, after some credible people and cases about alien encounters, you might think that the Roswell deserves this place. But let's look at one of the most prolific events of alien visitation in recent human history, when not only general population was attacked, but the government carried out a covert operation to handle the threat and re-establish peace and order among the community. It was 1977, a normal day in Brazilian city of Colores. Numerous UFOs appeared and allegedly fired light beams at people. 400 people bore witness to this event as they suffered injuries and blood being sucked from them. After the rise in local concern, the then mayor of the city requested Air Force to help them while organizing night vigils and using fireworks to ward off the light beams. An operation under the command of Captain Uirange was deployed by the government called Operation Saucer. In about 4 months, Operation Saucer managed to re-establish peace and order in the region, and the operation was closed with officially documented to have no proofs of any unusual phenomena. During the entire year, several pictures of strange lights were recorded. In 1997, 2 decades after commanding Operation Saucer, Captain Uirange, in an interview to researchers, recounted his experiences living alongside his men during Operation Saucer. Nearly 3 months after the interview, he was found dead, hung by his own belt. Government conspiracy? I don't know, but it is much more than a coincidence and gives further credibility to the UFO sightings and experiences of hundreds of people. Thank you for watching. We'll be back with more wacky top 5s.